Hello everyone, welcome back. This is part 3 of the cheap bike challenge where I took a Specialized Hardrock and tried to do as much trials related stuff on it as I could. In this episode, what I ended up doing was taking the bike and actually fitting like almost all trials spec components to it. I even changed the saddle to make it something a little bit nicer and more streamlined stuff. And I actually ended up with an amazing bike that still a far cry from common day competition bikes, but really, really exciting to ride. Now, I intended this to be the third and final part of this video series, but I actually ended up filming so much stuff that there's going to be a fourth installment where I went up to the ruined mine buildings at Cliggerhead and Wheel Kitty on the north coast, and that will come next week because I just couldn't. I could either have made this like a half-hour mega video, which I didn't really want to do, but I thought I'll make it into 2 separate videos and release them week by week because I'm sure you guys don't need half an hour of me at a time. So yeah, this is basically playing around a little bit in Falmouth and some other spots that I went and rode, including Helston and stuff, trying out bike. There's so much I really enjoyed about it, but I'll let me do the talking as I go through the video and stuff. And yeah, again, thanks very much to everyone who's subscribed. Hope you're enjoying these videos. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, please let me know in the comments below what you'd like me to do, see, ride. I've got so many other bikes that I'm ready to build up and do things with, but any suggestions are really welcome. So yeah, I will now hand over to me from about a week ago, and we'll see how this goes. Thanks very much. So I'm out here on a lovely, beautiful day in Kimberly Park in Falmouth, and I've got the bike down there. I am going to have a hop around on some of these little logs down here and see how it handles itself on quite trialsy stuff. See how this goes. So I actually had a really fun little roll around in the park earlier. Just found that nice big log to play on and some of the little climbing frame stuff, which was really fun. First impressions of the bike, it's actually quite good. The bottom bracket drop is just amazing. I haven't measured it yet, but I think it's like minus 20 BB rise. So like it drops like 20 mil below where the axles are. But I've come to this other park now, actually right behind me. This is where Falmouth Skate Park will one day be built, we're hoping next year. But there's some quite cool concrete blocks around here and stuff, so I'm gonna get the bike out, have a little play, and see how I get on with that. Oh man, so that was so much fun. Just messing around on these like 3 concrete blocks here. I honestly didn't expect much from this bike, and it's not going to equal the Giant or any other like competition or even purpose-built trials bike. It's just not going to. Yeah, gapping to front, actually like surprisingly like impressed. The weird thing I think I'm starting to realise that as long as you've got like the cockpit feels right for you. Now I've got like, I think this is about a 125, 130 mil stem. It's an old tensile stem actually, and then I've got some tri-light carbon bars with a decent bit of rise on them. As long as you've got the cockpit feeling right, decent engagement points on your free hub or freewheel, and good brakes, any bike really is going to be your friend. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. There is a slightly heftier gap to front up there, which I'm going to go and have a look at. It's the only problem with it is it's got quite a precision bit you've got to hit properly. So I'm going to have a look at it and see. Otherwise, yeah, that might be it for today. And I might go and just get some supper in. But I'm going to go and ride Helston tomorrow. So, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's roll up there and have a look at this thing, see if it's any good, and go from there. What it is to have a bike with a seat. So weird being able to sit down. Suffice to say, very happy with that from there up to there. Yeah, tempt fate and try it again, get a different angle, see how this goes. Well, I'm like really pleasantly surprised with the bike. I mean, it's literally gone up everything that I've pointed it at. It's actually really nice. It's amazing that a bike that is not at all designed for trials, but just with some trials components on it, actually works really well. I've done basically like a front to back wheel swap on it. I've pedal up from short distance to back wheel on it. I've gap to front. It works. It's amazing. I'm actually having a great time with it. I mean, absolutely, I could get my clean out and I could, you know, all of this stuff. I wouldn't even ride here with my clean. It wouldn't be worth it. There's nothing big enough to challenge me on that bike. But on this bike, this is a whole new riding spot. But I've also done pretty much everything I think I can reasonably do here, which means I need to find some bigger stuff, and that's going to be tomorrow's job. So we will do a quick fast forward in time and switch over to me tomorrow in 3, 2, 1. And here I am in the future with sunglasses, a backpack, changed my t-shirt, and I'm now in Helston. I've just been riding in the skate park over there, which has been like amazing. This is actually, if you remember, where I first came with the Giant when I rode that, and I wanted to see if this could do some of the same stuff. It can't do all of it, that's for absolutely sure. There's a side op that I tried about 10 times and I just couldn't get it, and I did get it on the Giant, so there's definitely some limitations to a bike like this, but I have had a really good ride there. It's been really enjoyable. It taps, when you get it right, it taps really well, this thing. So yeah, that super low bottom bracket just sort of now allows you to float up stuff. But yeah, these are the clips from what I've just filmed in the skate park. I've actually got to go now because I've got to go into a meeting, so I'm jumping back and forwards in time quite a lot here. And then after that, I think I'm going to roll down to Porthleven, see if there's anything I can ride this thing on down there, and then maybe go for a swim. So yeah, this is what happened in the skate park.